Okay. I just gotta wait for you to stop. Pop back in. Let me know how it's going. Yeah, my husband didn't text me. It's 12 o'clock. Hello. Is it all good now? Unfortunately, I have lost my comfortable spot. Sorry. I hope Crafty Kitty comes back. Come back, kitty kitty. Sitting there looking like a buffoon. I'm sure you don't look like a buffoon. I'm hoping I didn't upset Jennifer. I had to cut our conversation short Saturday night. She's 3 hours behind me, and she forgets that. So it's like almost midnight my time when she started texting. But I hope she's just busy. I miss her. She's so funny. She keeps me on my toes. She would have told me not to use my scissors to open my ink, and then I wouldn't have got hurt in it. See, I can't remember if she told me she had a doctor's appointment. If she had a doctor's appointment, I would feel really bad. I've seen those. I was in one where they were doing that, and I'm like, what in the world are you doing? That's still hot. Maybe that's Jin Jin now. Oh, I know it's my husband. I know I'm so funny. I'd rather hear from Jennifer than my husband. Oh. That's not good. No, I've been in live streams where they uh ow, 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 ow. Where they start making fun of what the person is making. And I'm like, That's just rude. Why would you come into somebody's live stream and then start criticizing what they're making? Hey, Ray! How are you? Look at my weird beads I made. Oops. That one may be better to see. I made my own bead rollers, and I've been looking for bead patterns because I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So, and Crafty Kitty was just on, but I lost my connection and now she's gone. Because she said there's more bead patterns out there, and I was going to ask her where to find them. Yeah, this is the one pattern that does the double. And then a standard triangle, everybody knows that one. And then this one's a thinner one. Alright, bye, Mr. Macaroni. Stop back by. And then there's this weird one. And then the one I call the long neck bottle. And that's all the scraps that were left from cutting them out. And I'm going to make beads out of those too. Just haven't yet. Actually, they're not. Now that I've got a decent bead roller, they're not that hard. My husband's laughing at me. Because I told him I sliced my finger open and dropped hot glue on me. Did you have a bead roller to do them with? Because I was trying to make them with those bamboo skewers. Because I saw people do that. I'm like, forget that. And then I saw a lady make them out of these. Much easier. They come off. I just have to figure out how to glaze them now. Yeah, the skewer drove me up the wall. I could never get the beads off the skewer without the beads coming undone. So, but these, no one can understand me when I say the words. I'll just, it's not going to focus. I'll type it in. It ain't going to focus. That's what I made them out of, and clay. And they're the easiest. There's Joy. Hey, Joy. Glad you came back. And then I just wrap them in clay. But before you wrap them in the clay, I put the pin up. Separate this part just a little bit, not as much as I just did. They can go back together. But you want to separate them so when the clay bakes, you can get your paper down in there. Because if not, if you wait to open it after you bake it, you risk the chance of snapping it right here. They'll still work, but... Okay, Joy, so where do you find your patterns at for making beads, paper beads? Because these are the only patterns that I found online. Oh, don't you start that buffering. Don't you even do it. I'll slap you. It keeps popping up. Or Pinterest. See, I googled paper bead pattern. Well, maybe I did it wrong when I googled it, because all I found were those four. Pinterest. I may have to check out Pinterest. Everybody talks about Pinterest. I tell you. Google paper bead patterns. I think I put template in the last time. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's a lot better. That's a lot more images. Yeah, I put template in last time and it didn't come up with nearly this many. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I'll have to look at that later for sure. Did everyone have a good weekend? Put that down so it's not so bright. And I just picked these up at the hardware store. We went to Lowe's in my area, and you can get 2 packs for anywhere from, I think it was 55 cents up to 85 cents, depending on the size. And then my husband decided that I may need a bag of like 400, and he bought these for $5. I don't think there's 400 in here. Hold on, I'll tell you. I don't know how many was in it. It just says 1/4 pound of assorted, but there's like a ton of them in there. So I'll be able to use them for all kinds of things. I'm thinking maybe actually, I don't know what. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to use those for. there's some like really, really tiny ones in there. Which I thought about making another feed thingy for these little small ones, but it works on here, so yeah. I've been saving all my scrap paper now. So I'll be able to make like round flat beads. Whee! Or make curly cues. Sorry, my husband's checking on me. My sugar dropped on me this weekend because I made a cake that was like super sweet and chocolatey. If you want to try a really good cake, I got I think it was a triple chocolate moist cake, and then I got a can of cherry pie filling, and then I used half a bag of chocolate chips. And you take your cake mix, you put it in a bowl, you open up the can of cherries, pie filling, you throw that in, and then you put in your chocolate chips, however many you want, and you just mix it all up and then bake it like it says on the box. It was so yummy. Oh, ink falling. But yeah, I'm going to have to go back and get a longer pin for these. But I can still get it to work. No, it's not falling. See, it's just a little too small. But if I hold it, I can get it to start. I think I let my glue dry too much. Huh. So I broke down and told my husband that I got the PayPal. Since I'm getting that card in the mail, I didn't want him to see it and then get upset. And he was cool with it. I'm just waiting to hear back from, I think it was Vanessa, I think. And see, it just slides right off. So, wow. There's my bead. You couldn't see it. I had my hand down. But I saw her name is Amy, and her channel name, I believe, is Al Jones or John, and she's the one that made the bead roller that I've made. Oh, I forgot to put more glue out. I have to make my baby wipes too. I haven't done that yet. There's my beads. And then I finished my wreath. Sorry, it's my husband. Yeah, so this is my new passion. Is making beads. And apparently making a mess of myself. But I did finish my wreath. The only thing I have to do is put the antennas on my um, dragonflies I made. That's fine. My husband's kind of texting at the same time I'm trying to do this. Oh crap. What's gonna do? I hope everybody had a good weekend and a good Mother's Day. My Mother's Day started out crappy, but ended on a high note. Well, kind of ended on a high note. I do know that I confused the crap out of my husband because when we had went grocery shopping, I had got the stuff to make chicken tacos for Mother's Day because that's what I wanted was tacos. And I told the kids when we got home on Saturday, make sure my crock pot gets clean so I can cook the chicken low and slow all day, and it will just fall apart for the tacos. So I get up Sunday morning to make the tacos, and of course, the children had not done what I had asked them to do. Oh, good Lord. And I was rather out to eat. And I was like, no, I want my chicken tacos. I don't want to go out to eat. And he was just so confused by that. Because normally if he says, you want to go out to eat, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go out to eat. Forget that, I don't have to cook. But no, I was so set on having my chicken tacos that nothing was going to do but chicken tacos.